But my question is, if it's such a... Because, no, I remember in the 90s on my old show, Politically Incorrect... Thank you. Oh, nicely remember. No, I remember speaking in support of the idea that prostitution should be legalized, and it was 20 more hooker portrayers who were nominated, and some other big star. The politics of today. The left, still too often unserious and performative and counterproductive, but the right...
Bill Maher just exploded the hypocrisy of the left in a segment that left his audience howling, but not for the reasons progressives might hope. From hose to community in 3 weeks. Buckle up. For raw, unfiltered political takedowns, subscribe now. We don't sugarcoat anything. It all started with a jab at the left's constant rebranding of taboo topics. This time, the term under fire was prostitute, or as it's now being rebranded, sex worker. Bill Maher didn't tiptoe around it. He tore straight into the progressive obsession with euphemisms.
We did this with midget until it was, how dare you, we say little people now. And now we're doing it with prostitute. I don't know if you saw the Academy Awards this year, but I'm just gonna say it. Whores are having a...
Then he dropped the bomb. Cue the laughs, but also the cringes. The real conversation was about to begin. The left's defense of this rebranding came, unsurprisingly, in virtue signaling applause. Maher mocked the Hollywood crowd.
And look, I'm all for it. Just maybe give me an alert on my...
He threw shade at virtue signaling celebrities.
An alert on my phone or something when we're making the upgrade. Because it's kind of funny.
Then the punchline.
But my question is, if it's such an important liberal cause, why did...
The audience laughed, but Maher's face didn't flinch. He wasn't just making a joke. He was exposing the hollow nature of these rapid-fire cultural rewrites. And the left's defense, they didn't really have one, because they never do. They just keep moving the goalposts. He recalled how back in the 90s, he actually supported legalizing prostitution.
Very politically incorrect. It was certainly not the liberal point of view back then. It was the libertarian point of view. But in America, if you don't like the position of any particular political faction, just wait, they'll switch it up.
Boom. The progressive crowd wasn't leading this fight. They were late to the party. Worse, they were pretending they'd always been on the front lines. And Maher didn't stop there. He pulled up receipts. Years ago, a female paramedic turned to OnlyFans to make ends meet. She was publicly shamed for it, until Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez chimed in.
But... moreover, saying sex...
To which Maher responded brilliantly. The audience roared, but then came the gut punch.
All the actresses, 21 in all, who have been nominated for an Oscar, and many who...
Not a laugh, dead silence. And that's when the point hit home. This wasn't about supporting women. It was about hiding from reality behind a wall of buzzwords. He clarified.
And he's the other guy in the news connected to sex workers. Except here's the little difference. He's for exploiting them. And he brags about pimping out, beating.
He reminded us, the job hasn't changed, just the language. Bill Maher didn't just poke fun, he tore into Hollywood's bizarre obsession with glorifying sex workers on the big screen. The numbers were jaw-dropping.
One for playing a sex worker. And tonight, I'd like to apologize to the other 20 who were nominated, who I didn't even have time to put on the...
Then came the kicker.
I didn't even have time to put on the list. Really, I swear to God,
Hollywood isn't just telling stories, it's mythologizing prostitution. Maher mocked it perfectly. And it wasn't just about numbers, it was about the meaning behind the art. Mic dropped. Maher then praised the talent of Sean Baker, but not without a brutal reality check. Then he cut straight to the heart of the matter.
And he's the other guy in the news connected to sex workers. Except here's the little difference. He's for exploiting them. And he brags about pimping out, beating, and
Boom, culture exposed, virtue signaling obliterated. Just when you thought it couldn't get more brutal, Maher turned the flamethrower on the right. He brought up Andrew Tate.
Republicans who have come out and said that embracing this piece of shit is a bridge too far. Most have not. And that's all you need to know about the politics.
Then he drew the moral line in the sand.
The left, still too often unserious and performative and counterproductive.
And then came the most savage line of the night, delivered without a single laugh.
The right, scary and dangerous and untethered to basic morals.
That's not a punchline, that's a scream, a plea, a warning. And Maher wasn't done. He referenced the Florida Project, where a young mother turns to sex work in heartbreaking conditions. This isn't about language, it's about lies. It's about pretending we're evolving when we're just hiding the same broken system under new names. Prostitute, sex worker, empowered, exploited, call it what you want. The truth doesn't change, and Maher just forced America to look in the mirror. Subscribe for more takedowns like this, because sometimes you need someone to say it out loud.